I should tell you guys like school stories from when I was a kid. Dude, I'll tell you this one story. Oh, dude, I was such a retard throughout school. I was always only black kid in school, everything. I was just autistic. I would walk into school as like the beginning of class, and because I was such a autistic incel, I was like the kid who was always on the computer, right? When I was a kid, I would always be on the computer. I was typing fast. Like I was on the computer. I play a lot of games more than any other kid, right? At that age, I was like 10 or 9 or something like that. I was at school, and like we're doing all the right type. Now I don't know if y'all know what all the right type is. All the right type. I don't know if y'all know what this is. It's a game. It's a program at school where they teach you like how to type. So it gives you like games, and they would be like, okay, so they would have different like game modes, right? And it's like, all right, we're gonna finish level 1. Everybody in class, because 30-minute class, right? They make you play like level 1 or whatever. And it's like, okay, because it would take all the other kids like an hour to finish through the whole thing. I would get done it in like 15 minutes because I'd get through it so fast. And after you're done doing the fucking level that they assign you to do, everybody else was doing it. I'm done. I go in cool maths because that's what you get to do. If you finish it early, you get to go in cool maths till the end of class. So I'd speed run that bitch. I'd speed run the fuck out of that bitch, and then I'd hop on cool maths. And the teacher was like, "You," because I'm black, right? I'm black, and I have this impression that I'm autistic and shit like that. So they were like, "There's no way this kid." This black, I'm joking, they didn't say it like that, but that's what they were thinking, right? That's what they're thinking. Let's get real, guys. You guys finished the typing? I did. I finished it like 15 minutes. I didn't say that, but like, I finished it. That's what I was telling them. I finished it, and they wouldn't believe me. They're like, no, you couldn't. I'd bring the other teacher. Yo, do you think this kid finished it on time? It's like, no, let me check. And they couldn't figure it out because they're boomers, so they can't check it, right? So they're like, you black motherfucker, you cannot finish it on time. And I was pissed. I was like, I want to play cool math games. What the Let me play cool math games. Why the do you not believe me? I was blazing through that shit. Did you not hear me the shit out of my keyboard like a few minutes ago? And this bitch wouldn't believe me, so I was like, it got to the point where I was arguing with this hoe. I was like, I finished it. I'm telling you, I finished it. I did. I was getting pissed. They're like, leave the class, young man. You Not really, right? But she said leave the class. She kicked me out of class. So I'm like, I'm huffing and puffing and shuffling a couple of people. I go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich. I go outside the classroom and I'm like, this shit. She closes the door. She closes the laptop, the computer room. And I'm here. I come to school. This is the one time we're in the goddamn computer lab. And you kick me the fuck out just because you won't believe me. I'm like, this bitch, I know it's because I'm black. So I'm like, fuck this bitch. What am I about to do? I go back to the classroom. You forgot to lock the door, bitch. I go back to the classroom. Every goddamn desk in there. I throw that shit. Every goddamn thing I could get to. Chairs. I was tossing that shit everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. Everything. All the desks were flipped. I tossed all them bitches. And the teachers come in. Put that freaking out. You mean we talk about the perks of Wuhan? Every goddamn desk I could goddamn get on. I threw that bitch the fuck out. Holes in the wall. Chairs are hitting the wall. Holes are going in them. You bitch, I finished all the right time. I finished it before anybody. It's because I'm black. Bitch, I was furious. Imagine how mad as a 10-year-old you need to be. Imagine when you were 10. How mad as a 10-year-old you need to be to toss every desk in the classroom, every chair you could get. This is what I did. I walked in. I walked into the classroom, and then when you're mad as a kid, you snap. You go, and I did my arm like this. I did one of those like bird ass moves. You put my hands on every desk. I put my hand around every desk I can grab. As a 10-year-old. So then the teacher comes in. Shit, what do we do? Principal comes in. He's a big big enough to touch me, man. You can't touch me, motherfucker. Everything's being tossed around. Everybody's on their desk is falling on the ground. Boom, boom, boom. All the other kids in the classroom, they're fucking still doing all the right type while hell was sending loose over there in the fucking classroom. And eventually they call the one big teacher to come inside the classroom, and I'm like behind the desk, right? They're in front of the desk, I'm behind, and they convince me to come out. They convince me to get out and stop doing this shit. And they eventually calm the fuck down, and they make me go outside. And they're like, I don't think they were angry at me. You know what I mean? Like they it's like teachers, like they have like this. It's like a curve. It's like a curve of how angry they can get, how upset they can get. It goes from not upset to this kid. So that's when they kick me out of class. And then once it gets to the point where this is going insane in the membrane, they calm down like, what the fuck is wrong with this child? Like, that's where it gets to, right? It goes from like, you leave the class to call the psychologists, right? So they want to figure out why the fuck are you tossing the desk. Black Hulk? Yeah, exactly. I was 10. And I got Joe's box after that, and I went home. They sent me home. They called my dad. My dad picks me up. My dad's like, so what'd you do at school today? I was vibing. My dad didn't give a fuck.